All right, so once you've gotten it all woven, you're gonna rip off the excess on the edges, and what's important is to kind of go around the edges and just very lightly mush them so that there's not as much height left.
Looks like a pie.
Yeah, like a lattice pie. And see, I've mushed it so it's sticking out a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut off all the stuff that's sticking out, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip and score that area. Ooh, I forgot my slip. Would you grab me a slip? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a flat little guy on there. So I'm gonna lightly slip and score. I don't wanna overdo it too much, because if I put a lot of it on it, it's gonna show up on the back actually, which is gonna look a little bit less attractive. Okay, so I'm just lightly gonna go around. Notice on these guys, I'm not doing it all the way to the edges because that's gonna end up showing up and looking really messy. Ooh, that is more slip than I wanted. Just clean that up a little bit. Okay, so from here, I don't think this is gonna be quite long enough for what I want, but I'm just gonna follow around and lightly have it follow my design. Okay, and I'm gonna very, very gently go around and apply the gentlest pressure to get the teeth of the slipped and scored areas to come together. Okay, and I'm gonna take another little one here. I'm just gonna cut that. I'm gonna undercut that very slightly there. And I'm gonna slightly overcut and figure out the size that I need here. Then I'm gonna slip and score this little guy. Okay, I'm just gonna get that guy on there. That's right. Okay, and again, light pressure. Evenness is key in this area because if it becomes uneven here, it's just like gonna be uneven. So try not to overdo it. Just the lightest little even pressure going around. See how it's not really lumpy here, and that's what I want. I'm also gonna take a finger and I'm gonna like fuse the stuff that's underneath to what's on top, while trying to keep that even. Okay, evenness is really clutch here because if it, again, if it becomes uneven, it's just gonna make your whole thing look really bad.
Question, do you need a handle for the basket?
You can have a handle.
Better not have it.
Handles are actually not terribly challenging to do. So I'm just refining this edge with my fingers on the outside. I want that to be fluid. When it's a little bit firmer, I'm gonna pop it out and clean that up from the underside because you can already tell like where this is, it's gonna be kind of messy on the underside.
It looks beautiful, Miss Bowling.
I'll show you when it pops out. All right, so now I'll get to the top finish. For the top finish, there are a variety of options. You might do one of these double guys that I had showed you, which looks like this. And that could just go around. You could do this guy in a twist, looks really beautiful.
Is that just like a circular one?
It's like
It's an octagonal.
yeah, it's an octagon. Or you can do a twist with a couple, which is I think what's gonna look nicest on this one. I'm gonna make myself little areas. So I'm gonna take this guy. This one twisted also, or even plain, looks really nice. So I'm just gonna take these two that are not attached to each other. Make sure that there's nothing ridiculous. See, like that's pretty ridiculous there. It'll be
You
the
do if it's like
bottom.
longer than the other. Like, would you cut that?
Mm-mm. Doesn't matter. So I'm just twisting it.
That looks beautiful.
It's gonna look pretty fresh.
Can I have that basket so I'll have to make one?
Oh, that is the purpose of education, as you know. Is to do it for them so that they never learn.
And like maybe I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. getting, and it's important that the twist be like evenly done. Like you don't want one end that's like super twisty and the other end's like loose. This end's kind of looking bad. I wonder if I'm going to end up using that, and I think it's going to end up being part of it. Kind of measure it around here. Okay. All right, so here's a cute little finish. You guys are all ready to go make some pies now, right?
Finish.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to once again slip and score. If you don't finish it all in one day, by the way, try to finish your inner weave in one day. Once you get to this upper level stuff, it matters much less that it be done on the same day. But you don't want to spray it a ton. You want to spray it like one spray and then bag it really thoughtfully. All right. Now I'm going to try to slip and score all of this just on the one side. This should be an adventure. I'm going to try to just slip and score the parts that are going to make contact, which is challenging to do, which is why I'm doing this like a 5-year-old with ketchup at McDonald's. Okay, so I've got my little dots. Now I'm going to just... All right, that's gonna do it.
Looks great.
Thank you. All right, so we're just gonna arrange it so that those are making contact. And like the lightest pressure in the entire world, just kind of, you know, get it in there just very slightly. And then I'm gonna cut off the extra, hopefully in a way that could be construed as attractive. And kind of try to camouflage where it went in by attaching. See, look, that kind of could be one continuous flow. I'm probably going to put like a flower or something right there. That'll be the spot. Okay, so that's like kind of on there. I'm not going to like pull on it until it's fired. Okay, this is connected. See that there are a bunch of like slip and score marks around?
Ooh, horrid.
Don't want those. Gonna come in with a tiny little baby paintbrush. And I can get rid of my extra slip and score marks in between each one. This, I realize, is an obsessive thing to do. But totally worth it because it's gonna look really nice.
So can I have that basket? It's the real question.
Again.
By learning, you will create your own basket.
Yeah, but it's gonna be so ugly.
No matter what you do.
Love the positivity.
Positive vibes.
It's a
all
good
around.
positive artistic vibes in here. All right, so
Kind of.
from here, you're gonna decide what you want your sculpted element to be. I was saying I thought I'd probably do some kind of flower or something. And as for placement, I'm gonna put it right where that connection was so that I can kind of camouflage it. And that's kind of the purpose of the sculpted element, is to camouflage the area where you make a connection. So there you have it.
Has she done this one?
You can press the